one of the things for small business, especially working in both, I found, is you really have to push your creative limits, both like in actual creativity as you're doing things, and also getting a little bit creative as far as processes and workarounds and stuff like that. So I know you've countered a little of that in your live production.
For sure. Yeah. Like we started the first of this series was how many hats we like to wear. But yeah, like creatively, I would say equipment wise, especially, we have to get creative sometimes, or, we have like a big company they just own everything. Right. And, when, we just know everybody who has everything. So we get some creative rental solutions, or, we know another piece of gear that does the same thing for slightly cheaper. So it's a lot of R&D, a lot of like research, and a lot of like, how can I do this while still fitting in within the budget? It's a learning curve that, I would think because we're such a small company, we can sort of thrive and have fun.
For sure. And I think we can pivot a little bit better and really offer some creative solutions that lead down different roads. I think another thing too is we've talked a lot this year, like coming out of 2024 and kind of throughout 2025, we've talked a lot about how we're kind of in a position where we can say no to work, but that doesn't mean we say no to opportunities. And so I think that's a very small business thing. And I actually think that's what small businesses get confused of. You don't have to say yes to every job, but you should say yes to every opportunity. And there is a difference. And so because you want to say yes to every opportunity, I know like I really have been pushed creatively, because when you have a new collaborator come in or a new partnership with a contractor and they're asking us to do something a little bit outside of your creative comfort zone, it's really exciting to be, obviously I said yes, because why not, right? Like it's fun. I really liked the collaborator and I was like, let's give this a go. Being very transparent and honest about where skill sets were. And it was amazing. Like I'm glad that we said yes to it, to the opportunity, and it's led to other opportunities and other jobs. And I just think small business gives you that. It gives you, and it's kind of a scary bubble to live in sometimes, but it's so much more rewarding than it would be in a larger company where it would have been, here I'm like, hey, like, look, like I've really contributed to the business, or, we've made this connection, or we've added a service, or it feels like it has a big impact. Whereas in a larger company, you have a manager who's like, hey, good work. You're like, cool. There's a very, very different vibe to that.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, no, I would agree for sure.